Alhamdulillah, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing us another chance to come and listen to his teaching that is sent upon us on the tongue of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The previous JUMAH we've been looking at the brotherhood of Islam, and we hope that at least people have understood the message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We just only pray that Allah can give us more strength to take bold decisions and bold steps in our lives, because it's consequential for somebody to change from where they felt comfortable to go to a new environment, a new reality of life. But we have to be bold enough. That's why Allah demands rijal, Allah demands men. Allah does not talk about dhukur, just like males. He's not talking about anatomy, he's talking about responsibility. Minal mu'minina rijalun. Allah talks about men, people of vigor, people of guts, where you see the truth and you are ready to stand for it. So we have been advising ourselves to cut all these boundaries that separate us so that we can bond as an ummah. We need some kind of guts for us to bond together. Otherwise, if you are so, spineless, you remain cowardizing somewhere. Now, after that, we are now looking at the principle of Hajj, because it's now approaching Hajj time. The next month is the month of Hajj. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran that we have a responsibility to serve Him by visiting His house. He established His house, the first house. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as He puts it, Inna awwala baytin wudi'a lin-nas lalladhi bi Bakkah. There is a house, the first house of worship, the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which He established in Bakkah or Makkah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Mubarak. That house is blessed. We need those blessings. We need to go and visit, and we get the blessings from our Creator. Imagine if you go visit the president, you expect some reward, some kind of, gifts that the president can offer you. Now, how do you think when you go to visit Allah, the owner of the heavens and the earth, don't you think to return back with something? Mubarakan. You can earn those blessings. وَهُدًى لِلْعَالَمِينَ. And it's a source of guidance for humanity. Not only Muslims, for humanity. Every single human being is supposed to guide themselves by just looking at that house of Allah. وَلِلَّهِ عَلَى النَّاسِ حِجُّ الْبَيْتِ. Then Allah puts it is a responsibility upon all human beings to go and visit that house. It's not just optional. It's not like a picnic. It's not like a tourist attraction where you want to go and see. Maybe you have visited Malaysia, you have been to China. Now it's like, no, this year I think I should leave Paris and I should leave Amsterdam. Let me go visit Mecca and see, what they talk about in Mecca. That's not the issue. This is a responsibility and a duty that you have to do to your Lord. وَلِلَّهِ عَلَى النَّاسِ حِجُّ الْبَيْتِ. It's a responsibility from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we have to serve Him by going to visit that house. لِمَنِ اسْتَطَاعَ إِلَيْهِ سَبِيلًا. If Allah has given you the means that you can go. If you have the means. So most of us say we don't have the means, but Allah has given us jobs. We earn some good salaries. We are only planning our money to go and establish our dunya. We are not planning for Allah's sake. But understand, in your salaries you have a duty to go and visit that house. So that's a responsibility that we do have. And we are encouraging every single person to go and visit. Make sure you pray to Allah to give you the means so that you go and fulfill the responsibility. And we urge these brothers who take people for Hajj to teach them the real principles of Hajj, not to only make business and earn from people. Every Hajj season is now like a business. Those people that take people outside, they're like tour guides, earning money from deen just for the sake of earning. Some of them don't even teach people. They don't prepare them well. So somebody goes there ignorantly and they come back while waving at people and, surprising everyone and ruining their efforts. This is one of the greatest. The Prophet ﷺ said, Afdal al-jihad hajjun mabrur. The most powerful, biggest jihad in your lives is to go and do the hajj, which is accepted. Now that's the greatest jihad. Now people talk about jihad and want to kill themselves. The Prophet said, Afdal al-jihad hajjun mabrur. So how can you go for the biggest jihad and you come back and ruin it from Entebbe airport and you're receiving women and hugging them and handshaking with women and you go mad like that? We have to teach people. This is deen. And for the poor people who cannot make it this year or next year, you have to do the mansak. You have to sacrifice their rights. وَلِكُلِّ أُمَّةٍ جَعَلْنَا مَنْسَكًا لِيَذْكُرُوا اسْمَ اللَّهِ. We also have our rights, our rituals, our practices, our customs of sacrificing and slaughtering the animals. So if you cannot make it for Hajj this year, you must make sure that at least you slaughter a goat or a sheep or a cow or a camel. Let's prepare ourselves for the remaining days so that we can be able to slaughter, not being beggars every year. We are receiving animals from the Turkish people, and now Muslims are relaxed because they hope to eat well. They have meat around them because the Turkish people are slaughtering animals all over the country. So the Muslims are no longer slaughtering because they have free meat. No, please. Everyone has a duty to slaughter. Every person can at least do some slaughter because that's a responsibility. That's a mansak for this ummah. So the remaining days, let's prepare ourselves. Those that are going for Hajj, may Allah give you a safe passage. And those that can remain, please, we need to think about preparing ourselves to slaughter and do the sacrifice so that we can understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and serve Him. وختاما أصلي وسلم على سيدنا محمد حسبنا الله مخبرنا وآمر إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلم تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد اللهم ان ائمه الحنفاء ابي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وعن بقيه الصحابه رضوان الله تعالى عليهم اجمعين اللهم ربنا آت نفوسنا تقواها زكها انت خير من زكاها انت وليها ومولاها وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وعلى اله امين والحمد لله قم السلام